Boxing truth here. Keith, one time, Thurman, disagrees with some of the respective rankings systems out there in the boxing world on why Manny Pacquiao is still rated above him, despite Keith Thurman being the only welterweight in the world, holding two belts, being the only unified champion in the division. Now, I looked at the rankings, and there's only really three that I mess with on a consistent basis. That's Ring Magazine, BoxRec, and ESPN. I don't really mess with the trans boxing ratings, whatever the fuck they're called. Don't really fuck with that site. So I just use Ring Magazine and mostly BoxRec for reference. And when I did the research about Keith Thurman's disagreement over Pacquiao being rated above him, there's more sites that rank Manny Pacquiao above Keith Thurman, and that's ESPN and BoxRec. They both rank Manny Pacquiao number one. Ring Magazine ranks Thurman, I believe, number one, but Ring Magazine hates Manny Pacquiao. Golden Boy owns Ring Magazine, and Pacquiao beat the shit out of their Golden Boy, so it's only understandable that Ring Magazine has Pacquiao rated number 4 because simply they hate him. And it's laughable how they have Sean Porter, a guy coming off a L, rated above Pacquiao. I mean, how fucking laughable is that? That's a fucking joke. Sean Porter is rated above Pacquiao at welterweight based on what? What fucking argument can you give me, Ring Magazine, that you have Sean Porter rated above Pacquiao? Get the fuck out of here, man. Anyways, ESPN and BoxRec have it right. They know what they're talking about, at least when it comes to this particular situation of why Manny Pacquiao is still ranked number 1 and ranked above Thurman. And it's because there's a strong claim and argument of why Manny should be rated number 1 and why he should be rated above Thurman. It's because he's looked better in recent fights. He's been more impressive in his recent fights. He's had more dominant victories in his recent fights. He's accomplished the same thing Thurman accomplished in his recent fights. He gained a strap. He won a world title. Just like Thurman did this year when he won, he actually beat the first champion he ever beat in his entire fucking career. And it was an unproven welterweight in Danny Garcia. He regained a strap, became unified after being a made champion for so long by the WBA, never beat anybody for that belt, was only promoted to a higher status as he was the regular champion. First he was the interim champion, then he became the regular champion, then he was promoted to world champion, then he got promoted again to super champion prior to the Danny Garcia fight. So this is a guy that's been getting a lot of given accolades, never beat anybody from the WBA to get that WBA strap. It's not his fault. Floyd didn't give him the shot, but still, he never really won the WBA belt. He was a made champion. And then he beat an unproven welterweight to finally become a champion. But Thurman wasn't impressive. It was another disappointing performance, one of many. And especially in the past recent bouts of Keith one-time Thurman. I haven't been impressed with Keith Thurman in a long motherfucking time. And every time I watch Pacquiao fight, he only impresses me more and more with each outing. Wonder what else he got up his sleeve for his next fight against Jeff Horn. Is that's going to be a tough fight against a young, hungry lion who's going to be the first puncher Manny Pacquiao has fought in quite some time, since the Brandon Rios fight, almost 4 years. But while Thurman's looking unimpressive, going life and death with Sean Porter, not getting a definitive victory over Sean Porter compared to what Kell Brook had in his fight against Sean Porter. Kell Brook made much easier work, was a much clearer victory. You can complain about all the holding and all that bullshit, but at the end of the day, Sean Porter got cleanly outboxed and was clearly ineffective in this fight against Kell Brook. He was much more effective against Thurman. Thurman, I felt, edged it, but a lot of people is split down the middle on how people feel about that decision in the Thurman versus Porter fight. It was a close fight, very competitive, and at the end of the day, Thurman didn't really impress me all that much in that fight as well. So, going back to Thurman's last 3 fights, really going back to about his last 4 fights, when's the last time Keith Thurman actually impressed me? It has to go all the way back to the Soto Karass fight, and that was a long-ass time ago. Wasn't impressed in the Guerrero fight. Wasn't impressed in the Bundu fight. So, Thurman is not having these lights-out performances while Pacquiao is dominating a pound-for-pound level fighter. At the time he fought him in Timothy Bradley. Lost about 2 rounds. Tops, maybe. Completely outboxed and outskilled. And even beat up a little bit in Jesse Vargas. Not even, I don't even felt he won. I don't even felt he lost a round in that fight. That's how dominant was in that fight. So while Pacquiao is hurting guys, scoring knockdowns, dominating, regaining a strap, or becoming a world champion once again, Thurman's going life and death, not impressing against the only champion that he beat in his career against Danny Garcia. And people are questioning, and Keith Thurman is questioning why Manny Pacquiao is rated above him. Are you fucking serious? Well, how about this, Thurman? If you don't agree with the rankings, this is what you can do about it. Call your manager, Al Heyman, and tell him you want to fight Manny Pacquiao, so you can prove to the boxing world that you are truly the number 1 welterweight. But you're not going to do that. You're going to keep it in-house because Al's not really interested in matching you against Pacquiao. He's not really interested in matching any of his A-sides against any of Bob Arum's A-sides. I have to see it to believe it. But right now, you're number 3 on my welterweight list. You're not even above Kell Brook. I mean, why should you be ranked above Kell Brook? Based on what? He beat Sean Porter better than you did. There's people that feel that you lost to Sean Porter. You struggled against Sean Porter. You didn't impress against Danny Garcia. Kell Brook, I feel, is number 2. Manny Pacquiao is number 1. But Thurman, you're number 3. You still got to do some more, man. You got to be more impressive. You got to start getting these knockouts that you be preaching all the time. KOs for life. I haven't seen a KO in a while. You can't even knock guys down, bro. As soon as you reach that world-class level, man, none of these guys are falling. Manny Pacquiao is a former flyweight and at 38 years old, and there's still a lot of smart boxing people that actually would pick Pacquiao to beat you, man. It's a damn shame. You in your prime, 28 years old, and an ex-flyweight, 38 years old, is most likely will be favored to whip your ass if y'all was ever to fight. I hope y'all fight, man, because Manny Pacquiao will sun you, Keith Thurman. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.